Alright folks, welcome back. I am Shipwreck Sean and this is episode 19. We are really getting through the episodes now. I didn't actually think I'd get as far as 19, but I think we're going to keep going and going. So in the last episode we narrowly avoided crashing straight into Newport Island, and then we tacked ourselves up to the town, and now we need to decide where we want to go next. It all depends on what the trade is like, but I would like to go to one of these two islands, Sanctuary or Crab Beach, purely because I've been to these three, and Sage Hills is a wee bit further away I suppose, but these guys are right next to me, so I think it would be wise to pick one of those. So we'll go and see what is on offer in terms of trade. So let's have a little look. Currently we are still quite a while away before we're affording the sandbuck. I believe it's 75 gold and we could only afford 31 at this point in time, so we've still got quite a lot of trading to go, but I think we will make enough after playing around in this archipelago and then heading back to the Alank archipelago. So trade wise, I'm looking for a big enough profit up here. So let's see what is available. Not really anything on page 1. Iron, copper. Not really anything here. Oh, it's not looking good. A little bit of profit for silk. It's not a massive amount in terms of percentage, but it might do. There are 2 of those available and we could afford 2. Let's try page 4. A little tiny bit of income from oranges as well. And okay, so leather seems to be our best. However, there is only one of these, so I think I'll go for leather and then just pick up a random amount of the other 2 I saw. That is to Crab Beach though. In fact, I never bothered looking at Sanctuary. Well, I've mentally decided there we're going to Crab Beach. I will likely name the episode Crab Beach, so you folks watching this will know that already. So we're going to take leather. I would like oranges, but I think I'll take silk first. See how much money I've got left over. We've got about 5,500. Oranges, we're only going to be able to afford one of those, so I'll buy that. And I will get the receipt. And here we go. So I'll have a look at missions as well. We've got leather to Crab Beach. Not an awful lot of money for that. And it is quite heavy, but it might be worth considering anyway. Pork to Crab Beach could also be a suggestion. We've got mail. We'll definitely take the mail because that's nice and light. And there's not really much else to Crab Beach, is there? So 3 pork for 152 would get us a nice little reputation boost, or 2 leather for 251, but it is quite a bit heavier, and the leather crates are fairly big. So I might just settle for that at this point in time. So I will stock up the boat and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we have everything on board and there's still quite a lot of space available in the bow. So I think I am going to take the 2 lots of leather, because we might as well. Where was that? Leather 2. Yep, we are committed now. And then I'll have a wee look around town and see what else is on offer in Newport, because as I say, this is the first time I have been here, and that's exactly why I do want to go to Crab Beach as well, just so I can experience everything for the first time. And it's a little bit of fun. I am worried we might be a bit bow heavy. I will pop mail here and then I'll shove the last bit of leather where the mail was. Again, it'll be janky. The boom will be going through our big box of leather, but it's never caused any problems before. I shouldn't say things like that out loud because that's me just inviting issues. But that's Sailwind. Let's readjust that. I don't want to fall in the water here. Perfect. Right, so what else is going on in Newport? Very nice town. Oh, some nice apartments. And it is a store. Oh, it's the tavern. Very good. Well, I will stock up on a couple of bottles of water, just because it's a good habit to get into. Oh, and we're also very tired. So, actually, we're not going to look around Newport. We're just going to set sail and sleep. It doesn't matter what direction we're heading in, as long as it is kind of roughly in the right direction. I've not even checked the direction of the wind. It looks like it's behind us. So we will release our jib here. And we'll just turn the, I was going to say tiller, turn the helm round a touch. Actually, I do have an energy elixir, don't I? I'm sure I've got one left. It might be worth it. I'll see if I can get out of here in time. And if I can't get out of here in time, then we will have our last energy elixir, which is here, next to our sunspot fish. Right, so we're going to release the sheet, because we've got a beam reach at this point in time. And that'll just get us moving nice and quickly, so we can navigate round this edge here. We are going to Crab Beach, so we want to pull out, turn as southward as we can, and then I guess just keep going until we see Crab Beach. But we'll deal with all that more accurately once we have left. But as I say, I do very much need to sleep soon, and I'd like to be going, like, kind of in the right direction. I think we've got, like, a few days on each mission, 2 days for the leather, so that's quite tight, and 3 days for the mail. But I think we should handle that, right? It took us less than 2 days to get here from Dragon Cliffs, and it looks like it's about halfway. So, cheerio, Newport. You were fun. I'll come back and I'll get a good look around later on at some point. Oh, looks like the wind's going to be pretty good for sailing southward. It is pointing directly southward, so that's going to be groovy. We are very, very tired and quite thirsty as well. I'll tidy up the boat later. In fact, I'll use these. Try and fill up our hunger and thirst, and then that way we can get a semi-decent sleep. Hopefully sleep right through. Maybe we'll sleep right through and wake up at Crab Beach. You never know. But that looks like I can make a turn now. I think we're just going to get away with this by the skin of our teeth, folks. I don't want to go too close to land because that has been biting me. Oh, and I do like it when the sails are off in the opposite direction. So that might be the best way to sleep for now. We'll just... yeah, she's holding position fairly well. So we'll just keep her going like that. Something is... it sounds like it's luffing, but it could be because we should let this sheet out. That is not the correct sheet. Am I tired in real life as well? Yeah, that's better. That'll get us moving. It doesn't look like she's turned, maybe the smallest turn to port, but not enough to worry me. So I think that'll do for now. I won't bother with the topsail or anything. We'll do that all when we wake up. And I suspect we'll probably wake up at night time. So folks, I will see you then. Okie dokie, we've woken up, still going in the, well, maybe not the right direction, but the direction we started with. The sea is pretty large, but I think we can get away with doing a little bit of pilotage. So, there is an island out there, just south of east, which I presume is Sanctuary. It's too far away to do the fancy new pilotage trick we picked up. So it's just east of east-south-east. So we'll just do this roughly. So just east of east-south-east, so about here I'll say. And then I don't think I'm going to be able to see Crab Beach because given the name, I suspect it is what it says, it is a beach. And also it seems to be in the same direction as Dragon Cliffs, so we'll get a reading off of somewhere else. Let's use the furthest west part of Newport, which is in between northwest and north-northwest. So roughly about here. So in between northwest and north-northwest, which is placing us about here. Just so it's not looking janky, I will put a dot here. And a dot here. Get rid of our lines. And now we know roughly where we are. So we just need to head direct south by the looks of things. And the wind is certainly going to allow us to do that. So I will turn her facing southward. And see if she holds. Now we didn't completely sleep. We've still got very low, well, lowish, below half energy. So I'd like to do something about that. And maybe we can open up all of our sails just for a bit of speed. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Can I actually access the winch for the topsail? Yes, I can. So we are a-sailing. Right, let's get rid of our junk here. Not to be confused with the junk that's in the pole, which I will do a little pole update in this episode. But I think I'd like to sleep first before I do that. There we go. Rubbish gotten rid of. And we'll have some sunspot fish as well whilst we're at it. And in actual fact, I do need to finish off this bread here, because we're getting so close to having space up in the bow. 2 more bits left there, so we'll remember to have some bread for breakfast. Right, still holding south pretty well. And I imagine we will wake up definitely at night time. My worry actually is that we'll wake up crashing straight into Crab Beach. So I do need to consider that actually. What do I want to do? Maybe I can reef a little bit. I mean, she's heading east of south, so if she keeps that, then hopefully, worst comes to worst, we will sail past Crab Beach, and if not, we'll just call it a very abrupt beaching. Yeah, that sounds good to me. We don't need this. So, as always, I will see you when I wake up, hopefully still in the water. Okay, so I woke up to a thunderous crashing sound, and yep, we've done exactly what I forecasted we might do. We have crashed straight into Crab Beach. So, lessons to be learned. Let's think here. Lesson number 1, don't do what I just did. Especially later in the game's development when there will be damage involved. Because that was quite a mighty crash. In fact, I usually try and edit after the stars go away when I wake up. But I will leave the crash in so you all get the pleasure of hearing that. So, we need to think about getting out of here. I'm going to drop all the sails and I'll start from the beginning. I mean, I could just walk everything along to the town now. Seems like a lot of running back and forward, but there's a glow there, so we're relatively close. And we will take in one of our jibs. I'm stuck. I can't move. There we go. This jib can come in. Right, now, let's assess. Oh, the beach has just swallowed up my lantern. Dearie me. Okay. Lesson number 2 is apparently you can't hold a lantern on the beach without losing it. But she is pushing pretty well. So just keep doing that. I mean, I could do this all the way to Crab Beach, I suppose, but now I'll just push her as far out to sea as I can. And then I'll turn us in the direction of Crab Beach. Nice, a little bit of jeopardy for the series. 1 lantern down, 1 beached down. And it looks like the wind is going to allow us to... She's still moving backwards actually, but that will change. So I'll just lock her like that. Wait for the wind to catch this jib. And it looks like she's starting to turn. I don't have any more lanterns, so this will be a darker episode. Oh, dearie me. Well, the good thing is, we found land. Are we going to beach again? Nope, all good. That was fine. That's actually how the professionals do it in real life. Just go to sleep and wait for a big bang. You don't need to look for land, you don't need pilotage, just open your ears. I can pull this jib in a touch. That'll do nicely. And we're at a beam reach, so I can pretty much leave that sail where it is, haul it up, and I'll pull the sheet in just a touch. Take our lantern back aft for now, since we're down to 1. Sorry about that, folks. Right, well, that is surely where we want to be going. That little glow there. And hopefully at Crab Beach they're selling lanterns. We are good energy wise, food and water. I can eat some more bread. See, I was more concerned about bread eating than I was about crashing the boat, so priorities, folks. Can I see my last remaining bits of bread? Right, folks, this is the most exciting part of the series. We've sailed across the ocean. We've started to consider buying a bigger ship. Before that, we upgraded the dhow. We've done all sorts. But the most exciting part of this series is we have finished the ungodly pile of bread now. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Also, there looks like there's 2 vessels, because that looks like one there. You can just maybe make it out, and it's disappeared now, but it looked like there was one leaving port. So we do need to think about that. Where the hell am I going to park this thing? Or dock this thing, rather. We are playing a sailing game. I think we're going fast enough that I don't need the main gaff anymore. And I would much rather vision. Yeah, okay, so you can just make out there's a boat here. You might not see it that well on YouTube, but there is a boat here. So I've got 2 boats to be careful not to crash into. The wind is in such a way that we can come into port in any direction. So I think I will... I mean, that must be port. So I think I'll sail past and round and in. It looks like there might be more to the port here. So maybe I can park up there. Or dock, sorry. So we'll do that and hope for the best. Maybe I should have just stayed at the beach and dropped anchor. I mean, it's still a possibility. If there's nowhere to actually dock the dhow, then maybe it is worth beaching her. It'll just be annoying, I imagine, getting backwards and forwards to port. Oh, dearie me. Right, so it is dark, but that's a 2-masted boat there. And it looks like the dock runs right along, so we might get away with docking here. I can't really make it out, as it is too dark. I mean, we've still got 2 days. We could even just drop anchor where we are here and wait for morning, which might be an option. But then the anchor cable might not be a good length for that. We might end up just dragging straight into the dock, so I'm just going to go for it. I don't think we can dock there actually. It's looking like it's round here. So we're going very fast actually, so there is going to be a crash. Oh dearie me. Sailwind veterans watching this, I apologise. Right, find a cleat, there we go, we've got a cleat. It sounded like we scraped on the dock, but I don't think we've crashed into anything. I can never get this. Right, move this crate. There we go. And yep, I think that's good enough for me. So I'm going to take this lantern and hold on to it. Okay, so we have rammed our bowsprit almost into this little vessel here, which is actually very pretty. Oh, and you can buy it. 44 gold. So what vessel is this then? It's a shame they don't come with names in the actual game. But I suppose if I just go in the wiki and type in Crab Beach, it'll let me know. But it looks like it's got 2 junk sails. So this is perhaps the starter boat you get if you decide to start on this archipelago. I do like how homely it feels in here. Nice little hammock. Is that the sheet there for that? Yep, so we've got a halyard for the forward mast, and then for the main or mizzen, I can't tell because I can't see the height that well in the dark, but we'll just say the aft mast. There's the halyard there, so this must be the sheet for the aft mast, and then that must be the sheet for the forward mast, so everything's quite close. Maybe I'll start another save one day and play around. But I think what I'll do now is I'll just send our guy to sleep, because we've got enough time before the missions finish, although they are now saying tomorrow. Maybe I'll go and deliver leather. It's just a little bit dark for walking around. Oh, there we go. So we'll deliver our leather for now, hopefully without falling into the water. I can't see anything. And then I'll sleep and then deliver the mail. So where's our second leather mission? There we go. And in the water. Fantastic. How do we get up and round here? Just keep slamming space and hoping for the best. Nope. Under the dock and round, maybe. There we go. There we go. We are just getting away with quite a lot in this episode. So dark. This is not safe for sailors. I'm going to put a word into their health and safety department here at Crab Beach. Right, I'll see you guys when it's a bit lighter out there. That's better. Okay, so this fishing hook's crate that was doing my head in because it was in the way of our stern line there. Right, we can complete this mission and start doing some trading. And I'll get a wee walk around Crab Beach. That must be the tavern over there. Might have been worth sleeping there, but we've got plenty of water and food. So we don't want to be spending too much money in the taverns. Real world problems, eh? That's not something I can sell. That's my crate. Oh my word. Okay. Oranges. Under and round. Pop that there. We need to remember not to leave this. Silk. Pop that there. That really is a pretty boat. This might be the screenshot. Hold up. I try not to do the screenshots in episode, but I'll spend time getting a better one once I finish recording actually, but that's an option. I should probably bring in the sail, right? There's me complaining about the health and safety of the dock, and I'm docked in with one jib completely out and one jib out by a touch. That's not health and safety. Right, and then our one bit of leather to trade, and we'll see where we're at financially. And I forgot to show you guys where we're at from a reputation standpoint, so remember to do that. So we've got oranges, leather, and what was it, silk? There we go. Up to 21. Well, I've total brain fart there. 21,467 emerald dragons. Get the receipt there. And there's no currency exchange here, so I can't really tell where that puts us in terms of buying the sandbuck or the junk. Oh, and before I forget, reputation. So we have now achieved our 15% discount here at the Emerald Archipelago. Still only up to 20% at Alank, and then nothing for Aestrin. So that's where we're at. We have reached day 50. A momentous occasion. And I suppose whilst we're at it, so we kept going in a south-southeast direction, and we beached. So I'm going to say we beached roughly about here. And then we sailed out, round, and in. So here is our Emerald Archipelago adventures so far. So we'll need to think about where we want to go next. But since that was quite a short sail and crash, I think it's worth in this episode just doing a little bit of housekeeping, seeing if we can find lantern candles, which is something I've never done in this game. Like, do you just right click the lantern and it opens? I'm not too sure how to replace a candle in a lantern, so we'll find out. But we will need to obviously pop another lantern up there, and I'd maybe like to do something about the crates and such as well. So let's go for a little wander around. And in actual fact, I think it would be nice to have one table here. There we go. That way, it just means we can maybe stock some stuff here, especially if we're considering, you know, moving tobacco or whatever. But let's go for a look around, see if we can get a lantern and or candles. Okay, what are you guys selling? We got some fresh fish, we got some cooked salmon. We are quite hungry, so I'll take some of that. Thank you, sir. That's not filled me up massively, but we'll just keep having slices. I will save what food I have on board. I thought they'd be selling crabs. This is Crab Beach after all. Take a bottle of water. Do the inventory trick where we put it in and back out, and then we can sell the bottle. And we'll take a couple more, because it's a very good habit to get into. Ah, there we go. Crab cake. I probably should have had some whilst I was visiting, but hey ho. Right, okay, so lantern candles, they are rather expensive, whereas just a brand new lantern is going to be a lot cheaper. And it's a nice new one. Different colour. I think what I'll do is I'll sell one of my boxes of fishing hooks. I will sell both of the spare lanterns, and I'll take this. Yep, that sounds fun. I don't know if these lanterns last any longer or how different they are, but that looks pretty already. Right, we will chuck our water in what? And then we've got our empty lanterns here. I don't know if it's like the smartest thing financially to just be buying new lanterns all the time, but a whole entire box of lantern candles is a bit pricey for my Scottish blood. Can I sell these old ones? Oh yeah, decent. There we go. Jeezy peeps, there we go. Nice, okay, that's a little bung. But yeah, oh, that's a nice wooden compass. But that'll do for now. Let's see what else is available on Crab Beach. Doesn't look like too much. Is there anything actually on the beach? Oh, excuse me. So there was actually a pretty big land feature we could have looked out for. But I suppose you wouldn't be able to see that, would you, coming down from Newport? Because Crab Beach is in front of Dragon Cliffs. So it would just look like it was part of Dragon Cliffs, wouldn't it? I think we'll head to Dragon Cliffs next. Unless we can get some decent trade to Sanctuary out there. Or, what was it, Sage Hills? Yes. So those are our options for now, Sanctuary or Sage Hills. I would really be going for the more financially viable options. But as I say, it's my first time in this archipelago. I don't know how long I'll be here, so I'm just trying to soak it all in. And also, I would like to get some snake oil for the voyage back. Which reminds me, the poll. So the poll, if you go into my channel and then go to posts, you will see that there's a poll up. That will be up until next Tuesday, which is next Wednesday, Wednesday the 19th. Get rid of that. If I go over here and refresh, at this current point we've had 11 votes and it's leaning pretty heavily on the sandbuck so far. So that, as I say, would require sailing back to the Alank archipelago in the dhow, which would be quite exciting because it's going the opposite way and it looked like it was going to be an easier sail. if there was a currency exchange, I'd be very tempted to just not save and see if I've got 44 gold and take this little vessel on a wee sail, because she does look fun. But maybe in the future. Right, they want trader. Let's look at trade first. See what is available to us. A decent profit of salmon to Sanctuary, Dragon Cliffs or Newport. We'll just ignore Newport. So, decent profit of salmon. I mean, that's not such a decent profit. That's like not even 10%. So we'll ignore that. Not getting much for any of that. Wine to Sanctuary is decent. That's approaching 50%. So far, perhaps salmon and wine to Sanctuary. Seafood is okay. It's looking like it's going to be salmon and wine, folks, to Sanctuary. But we'll check the missions before we commit. Tuna to Sanctuary, 5 of them though, that'll fill us up. Salmon, 5 of those as well. Nothing there. Mail, well, we always want to take mail. 5 lots of seafood. 4 wine. See, I'm getting less and less interested. 4 medicine, I know they're small boxes, so yeah, I think we'll do medicine, mail, and whatever trade we can pick up. So salmon was decent, but we want the thing that was closer to 50%, right? Which was wine. So I think I'll be able to fit at least 2 lots of wine. And then salmon, that's a fairly big crate, but I think we'll get away with, I think we'll actually could do free wine, but I'll just take 2 of each for now. Take the receipt. And then I'll take the missions that I wanted. Which was mail. And then medicine. And please don't fall in the water. There's our wine. Do we have our second barrel of wine? Yes, so we've dropped some in the water. So I will fill the vessel and I will be right back with you, but in the next episode where we will sail to Sanctuary. So thank you very kindly as always. I have been Shipwreck Sean, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.